Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am alone temporarily. Ann is not here today. He is on an appointment, but we're dancing into the official Ann Lynn Show with a special guest, as you know. I have a co-host today. Let's see here. What's going on? Okay. Do you hear the doorbell? Do you hear it? Let's see who it is. Here he comes. Good morning. Oops, we're muted. There we go.
Hey. Oh.
Good morning, everybody. I have Scott from Rambling with the Brooms in here, and I think it's wonderful. Let's see here, Scott. I want to say here, hey. Okay, I want to do something, Scott. I know you are outside, so I'm going to have to do this, which is I'm going to say salute to the Major. Major was here. Actually, I think Wendy might have been number one because she said her comment got deleted, but it's showing the Major, and then it's showing Wendy from Hard Knack Farms being here. And she says to tell you, hi, Scott.
Hello. I can't read comments. We've had a full situation happen here this morning, and well, we're running with it. I got a knock on the door 30 minutes ago that they were going to shut our power off for the day.
Isn't that just awesome? That 15-minute notice that no power. So you just went right over and went to your telephone, which is awesome. Now, Scott, I don't see any comments on I'm at StreamYard, and this is the first time I've ever done this.
Yep. If you look your right-hand side of your screen.
Yes, and
the very top should say comments.
It does, and it says
press it.
I did, and there's no comments in there. Yeah.
Well,
I guess no one's chatting with me and you right now.
Well,
Wendy is. She is on my phone, so that's where I'm reading comments from, my phone.
Yeah, you're going to have to, because I'm not showing any comments either.
No. And I'm sure, let me see here. There's one called private chat. Obviously, there's nothing there. And then there's one called comments. And
there may be. I just looked and it says YouTube doesn't support comments on private videos. This should be public.
That's what's wrong. So help me out.
I don't even know if we can. In the middle of the show, go, how many people do we have? Can you see how many people are chatting from your phone?
I've got public now. I've got public.
Okay.
All right. So hopefully, there they are. Yay,
there
everybody.
They are.
We are live. Scott is joining me today as a co-host. Ann has an appointment to go to, and I got to tell you what, I had to mark this from private to public, so we are here live. And I want to go ahead, Scott, let's go ahead and salute Major. He is here. Major, salute.
I'm not picking my nose.
Salute, Major. And we have Wendy from Hard Knack Farms is here this morning. So I'm glad that we're all here. Remember to hit that that thumbs or the like. I guess it's the like, isn't it? It's thumbs up. If you do that for us, that would be greatly appreciated. I actually came in dancing and you missed it. I'm so sorry you missed it. So anyway, Scott,
I
do you
caught it.
want do you want to tell them again about your electricity?
Well, or the lack of. So
That
30 minutes ago, these guys show up and said, we're taking your power out for the entire day. So I've got Joe climb a pole. He's up on the pole trying to
yeah.
take off my transformer. He's got his guy down below. We've got a guy over on the other transformer. And well, yeah, there's like people everywhere. And
Wow.
I ain't got no power. So we had to go to plan B very quickly.
And you know who's here? And he's saying morning or buddy. We have Jesse from Lazy Days is here too.
Hi, brother.
Hi, brother. That's right. So Ann is on an appointment today, and so she left us in good hands with Scott and Linda from Bubba. I guess Bubba
Well,
and Memo could have done the program today.
you know what? Very
Yeah,
well. Very well could have done the program very well.
I think so. We'll see. She's still in bed though. Memo, she's been sleeping lately. I tell you what, it's like pulling teeth to get her up. And talk about get a shower. Oh, Memo is just rebelling against showers right now, Scott. I'm telling you,
Well,
the
well,
odor coming out
you
of her
guys
bed.
took her away. You guys took her away from the hot tub 2 weeks ago.
Well, we
She
had
was
to.
only trying. Well, you know what? You could have let her dive in. She could have washed herself way you went.
Well, I was afraid. You know, they say hot tubs aren't for small children and old and people like Memo, who's like 100. She'd shrivel up to nothing, Scott. She would be in there, and when she comes out, she'd be as big as a prune.
Well, she would come out looking like an apple doll.
Oh, she looks like an apple doll now, almost.
Well, that's it. But a really, really, really old apple doll.
One that's been around for about 100 years.
Been around the block or two.
Yeah, yeah. A few years ago, she kind of had a beau. I mean, she thought she had a beau, and then it didn't work out with him. But I tell you what, she was giving that 555 number out to anyone that would reach out to her. I am serious. That woman was looking for somebody.
She was looking for some loving in all the wrong places.
Now, turned out he was a bad boy. That's right. She was the wrong places. But
Yep.
anyway,
We told her minimum security only. Never go to the maximum penitentiary.
that's right. And he was a bad boy, but she had. Her heart was a flitter. And you know something
Yeah.
we didn't do, Scott? I don't know if you have your water or you have your McDonald's, the best coffee in the world. So you ready to
Yep.
click it? Okay, click, clink. All right. And you know what? Everyone needs to have your snack lined out because Ann showed me all the buttons on here. And if I can find the buttons, we'll have snack time today. Yeah, we will.
Guys, she's been left with the buttons. We're in trouble.
Jesse.
I was going to say,
StreamYard.
even Jesse can't fix that.
I know. I was thinking Jesse was in the basement, or he was with Miss Ann yesterday, and and I have nobody and that can, no one's logged into StreamYards but me, and of course Ann. And now Glenda is driving Ann to that appointment. She had to have a driver this morning for the appointment, so somebody to bring her home after the appointment. So that's why they're not here today. I tell you what. But you know what? We start off, Scott, every official Ann Lynn show. I give what day it is. Today
Yes,
is
you do.
That's right, May 28th. And get this, Scott. Get this. Are you ready for it? Are you sitting down?
Well, I'm sitting down.
All
Hopefully,
right.
I don't fall through the chair, but
It's National Hamburger Day.
uh, now, if
Waha.
it's not squished with bacon
Oof.
and jalapeno sauce all over it,
Ooh.
it's not worth it.
You're talking our language here in this house. Um,
I do like my smash burgers extra smashed.
Squished. Squish booger. Not boogers. Burgers.
If you want to eat boogers, you can eat boogers. I'll stick to my squished burgers.
That was a slip of the Freudian tongue.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ann and I and cameraman and Dave from Dave's Gaming Cave, we were in Gatlinburg last week, and we had a bucket list. Each couple kind of had things they wanted to do, and so we drove separate car vehicles. And you know what, Scott? On my bucket list, I wanted to eat a Crystal hamburger. Have you heard of Crystals? It's
I
Krystals. Crystals.
I've seen them, but they're
Yeah.
more from you guys south than you guys north.
Oh, look who's here, Scott. Becky Benton. I love onions and fried hamburgers. And while you're here, Jesse and Wendy and Major may be here still. Tell me what you like on your hamburgers. But my bucket list was to get a Crystal's burger. And Scott, I'll tell you what they're like. They're like White Castle. Very remnant.
Yeah, we don't have those either.
Oh, okay. Well, it's like a little smash burger, and then there's onions on it. And this one had mustard, which it made it a step up from White Castle. It just, it
Okay.
just, it just really was good. How looky who's here? Do 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 do. Tiffany from Canadian Family Life. Hi, Tiffany.
Hey,
You have
Tiff.
you have Scott and I today. Ann's on an appointment, and looky here. There we go. Crystal's Hamburgers. There's where to go. Scott, you could order them and have them delivered, but you probably couldn't eat them by the time they were delivered.
I was gonna say that as long as I scraped off the penicillin on top, we'd be all right.
I tell you what, I really enjoyed that. This time, cameraman and I, and of course, Ann and Dave have been to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I mean, more times than we can remember, to be honest. And Ann and I, our mother says, "You're going back to Pigeon Forge? Don't you have anywhere else to go?" And we said, "Well, we like it there, we like it."
Yeah.
And so we decided that we had this bucket list. Well, Scott, I can't bring up pictures because I could have loaded them in before and departed today, but I will say this: there is a trout farm, and it's I believe it's something like English Mountain Trout Farm. It's sort of like that name. And what you
Okay.
do, you pay $25 for your trout, and they cook it, and it comes with two sides. But then they charge $5 for a pole. And so you put your pole there. The stream with all these live trout, the water was a little bit cloudy this time because of all the rain. But the water,
Mm,
yeah, but the water comes out of Forbidden Cave right down the road. So it's cave water.
okay.
And
So
it's
it's spring water then.
Yes, yes. So, cameraman let me fish. He said, so the young man said, just put your pole in, and then when they bite it, go to the left or go to the right, to set the hook.
Mhm.
Um, I had to go a couple places, and then finally I had one hit. And I'm going to tell you what, let me see. Let me just see here. I bet I can find it. Okay. There I am with the fish.
Nice.
There's the trout. Yes. And it fed both of us. We had it deep fried, and then we got mac and cheese for our two sides. And so
Okay.
for like $32 and some change, we had a fresh salmon, yeah, trout that melted in your mouth.
Wow.
I know it. So we did different things this time on our bucket list, and when we go back next time, there's still things after dozens of times there. There's still new things all the time.
Well, and aren't they constantly like putting new things,
Y- Well,
in
let me
and
show you. Let me show you what the new thing is at the island. It is Jurassic Park.
oh yes, I think it was, did Glendon say something about that?
Yep,
Possibly.
yep.
Yeah.
And now that opened a week ago today. And also, there's a place in that we'd love to go to, and it's called Cade's Cove, and we saw bear.
Nice.
Yep. So we saw three bear. So you're going to take you and your wife and Jesse and Lisa and Glinda and Sir Grace.
There's 34 of us.
34. Can you tell me about where you're going?
I'm going north,
You're,
and
ah,
I'm we're headed off to Alaska the end of August,
wow.
and that's almost prime whale season. So we should be able to get to see some whales.
Mhm. That's going to be awesome. Are you, how many nights is the cruise?
Yes, it would
8?
be
Oh,
six
wow.
nights because we leave Sunday and we're back Sunday morning.
Oh, that's awesome. I listened to Jerry and Susan from Butler Family Farm Monday night, and they've got their hotel arrangements to fly in early, and then they were talking about the arrangement for flying home. So everyone is like going to go in like a day or two earlier and be ready to go, right? Be ready to be there and get on that. Well,
Most of the people that are going to go in 2 days early.
yes, that's what they said. Yes, yes. And then
So
people, when they come home, um, I guess you're coming in early, correct? Like
yes,
you'll.
I'll be in on the Friday.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. I don't have my times as of yet. Some people already have their air itineraries. I don't
Yeah.
have them yet. Um, Jesse and Lisa, they don't have theirs yet either.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm going to call the airline and tell Jesse not to bring them. No. That's a true story. True
Okay.
story. I'm going to call the airline and just say, bring Miss Lisa. But you leave that old poop right back down in Houston. We don't want him up north because
Oh.
he is going to whine the entire time.
Uh-oh, Jesse. Jesse, don't leave
Honest
him
to
out.
goodness, he is going to whine and whine and whine.
I
That
didn't know Jesse liked wine.
no red wine.
Oh, okay. Okay. Uh-oh. 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 We were
Yeah,
driving there.
they're driving, so that's why they're not getting on the plane.
That's right. That's right. And then they have plans to go on up and visit with Miss Lisa's mother and family. So
Well, yeah, they're gonna go up to. I think they're going up 2 weeks early, and then they're just gonna play it by ear on coming home. That's
I
what you
tell you
can
what,
do whenever you're retired.
I know it's kind of nice. Someone, who was it? I'm just thinking, Scott. Someone I know just took off for a month, and I can't even. It's gone out of my head, but that's kind of fun, just to retire. It is nice. I will say that. Um, it's kind of nice. I've been able to go with Ann um, 3 times this year so far that we've actually been together. Ann and
Hmm.
I went to Pigeon Forge in February, and then we went to Wisconsin, and
I was
then
gonna say, then you did your girls' weekend.
yeah, so it's been and this yeah, we did our lunch, our annual lunch together, and it's we celebrate Mother's Day the the weekend after the Kentucky Derby. We did it the weekend after. Um
Okay.
yeah. So anyways, it's we always have fun. Now this week, Sunday, this Sunday, is our queen for the day. Anne has wanted to connect. We wanted to connect with her 3 daughters, her
Yep.
granddaughters, and her granddaughter in love. And so this Sunday we're going to be at Miss Glinda's, and we are going to have our queen for the day, and it's going to be fun. It's always fun. And so let's see here. Okay, so what's the next thing he said? I've taken off for the last 2.5 years. Yes. Is that how long he's been retired?
Mm, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty close to. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say 2.5. Because
Yes. Yeah.
they wanted him to. They weren't ready to cut him loose, so he stayed for a little bit longer,
Hmm.
and then he broke away, and he started getting busier. Most people start slowing down. No, 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 no. Jesse got himself busier.
I know. Well, I'm busier now. Good morning, Conquest. Josh is here. Good morning.
Hey,
So good to
Josh.
have you here. I
So
know.
that's my whole thing is, before they put me medically retired me,
Hmm.
um, I don't know how I ever had time to work.
I know. Although my last job I was a treasurer, so at a library, and so I was very detail oriented and very schedule oriented, and everything had to be, I had to cross my t's and dot my i's to the best of my ability, right? and
Yeah.
um, and so I was very on time and made reports on, on time and things. Well, when I retired, I left in October of that year. I think it came about November, maybe. We come into our house and we have no water. There's no water. So
Oh,
we call the owner of our mobile home park, and he goes, "Yeah, there should be water there." And we've been here over 20 years. Never had this happen. I mean, water, yeah, goes when they're working, obviously, but never had water just not be there. And he said, "Do you think that you paid your water bill?" No, I forgot to pay my water bill. Hello, cameraman. Hello there.
oh,
No.
geez. Hey, cameraman. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Josh. Everyone. everyone has got what, Scott? They've got their gardens out. Those that garden, right, mainly have gardens out now, and
Yeah,
there's a lot of work with that. I did not. Scott, did you do hashtag Survival Seeds 2025 this year?
I did not.
I did not either.
Um,
I felt really bad about it, but on the other hand, I wasn't ready this year for it. Um, I mean, money wise, I'd had to spend a little bit of extra money, and I just didn't do it this year. I don't have I don't have any flowers out this year even, and we don't even have a tomato plant. So I'm thinking of purchasing a couple tomato plants so that at least we can have tomatoes this year. Oops, oops, just a moment. He'll be right back. Okay, he'll be right back, everybody. I think Scott froze. Let's see here. Yeah, yeah, I think Scott froze. But no, I really appreciate the girls. Yeah, he's really gone. There you go. I can add him to the stage, Jesse, but nope, he's gone. He'll have to come back in. If he doesn't, well then I don't know. I guess you got me. But he'll be back in a few minutes. His power is turned off in the house, so no computer. And then his telephone that he went on to, it was low charge, but he said he had a power bank and he was going to hook it up to that. So we'll see. But meantime, why don't we do something? Let's see here if I can do it. I got to go up. Okay. It's almost, let's see here. Nope, we'll wait a few more minutes. It's not quite on the half hour yet, so I'll wait a couple minutes. And hopefully Scott will be back. And meantime, why don't I just do this? We talked about what day is it, and we talked about it is National Hamburger Day. And we were talking about how we like our hamburgers. But it's also something else. It is World Otter Day, Otter. The last Wednesday of May celebrates the cute and playful aquatic mammals. This day is intended to raise awareness of the importance of otters to our environment and to make people aware of their declining population. Hi, there we go.
yeah,
Scott.
I had to come in. My phone overheated.
Oh, I told him that you were on your phone because of the lack of power today in your home. And Scott, I was reading the last of the what day this is today, and it's World Otter Day, Otter. And it says
Nice.
the reason is it's to raise awareness of the importance of otters to the environment, and get this, and to make people aware of their declining population.
Hmm.
Isn't that something? So otters they're not, let's see here. There are 13 species of otters. It is important to know why oh, all 13 species are on the red list of endangered species. Can you believe that, Scott? I wouldn't.
I
Wow.
actually can because people are
Wow.
making them into like shawls and jackets, and
Yes.
it
Yes.
yeah, it's horrible. Everything that we need to survive seems like you look at the honeybee,
Yes.
that tick that came over from Europe. Just because one person in I believe it's stemmed down in the US. It's up here now.
Hmm.
Um, but one person bought cheap bees from the UK,
Oh,
and it inherently spread because you have the bees down in Louisiana,
right.
bottom end of Texas. that the bees actually don't hibernate.
Mm,
They'll go out and about. They do survive.
right.
Up here, the bees die off. Like
Oh, yeah.
most of my bee friends around this area, uh, this year was pretty good. They only lost 60% of their bees.
Oh, because of the weather. Wow, that is
Well,
good.
because of the weather, the tick. The year before that, they lost almost 90% of their
Mm.
bees.
You know,
And
that's
you just can't sustain,
mm,
that as a,
no,
as being a beekeeper. And everybody wonders why it's $20 for a kilo of honey.
of honey. And now I know I'm not daydreaming. I was watching Jerry Butler, and there was a hive that got out, and there was a gentleman that came, and he had this apparatus, and he captured. They called it captured that whole hive,
Yeah,
and that
that was a
and
swarm.
yeah, swarm. Thank you, the swarm hive. Good grief, and was getting him reacquainted. Anyway, it was interesting. It really was. I've never seen anyone capture a hive, swarm like that, but it was interesting. Hey,
Mhm.
Josh, listen to what Josh says. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm sorry I've been a bit of a ghost lately. I do miss everyone, and we miss you when you're not here. We sure do. Um,
You do you, Josh. We'll be here whenever you decide that you're ready to come on back.
That's right. Well, Scott, do you know what time it is?
I do.
Oops, I see why Ann does that twice. It goes off and doesn't come back. Well, Scott, I don't have in a whole lot of snacks. Oh, oh goodness. Okay. But anyway, everybody, I have peanut butter and Ritz crackers today for my snack. I figure a little protein is pretty good. There we go. We'll see if he comes back. Okay, you're back.
Think
All
so.
right. All right. I told everybody for my snack, I'm having Ritz crackers and peanut butter, a little bit of protein.
Yes. I had uh I had an egg a hash brown for my snack.
Mm. You know, I think just well now do you ever heard of a brand called 8 o'clock coffee? 8 o'clock
Yes.
coffee. Okay.
Yeah.
My son just bought a large bag. I think it was $18. And it was he grinds it himself, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong on that one, but he does grind coffee. Um, and I had some of his coffee the other day. It was good. It compared to McDonald's, but I think McDonald's coffee is probably one of the best. That's all we serve at church. We have coffee before the service, and it's always McDonald's coffee.
So McCafe,
Yeah.
a little tidbit is I'm sure everybody's heard about Tim Hortons coffee in
Mhm.
Canada.
Right.
Well, McCafe bought the rights to Tim Hortons' first recipe
Oh,
of their bean, and they so you're actually drinking, if you have a McCafe, the original recipe to Tim Hortons coffee.
I did not know that, but I know
A lot of people don't know it.
Glenda from Grace and Fire with Glenda. Um, I know she likes Tim Hortons. Hello, Jen G. Jen G is in the house today. We're so glad you're here.
Hey, Jin
Um,
Jin.
yep, Jen is here, and just bring Josh and you up to date. Ann had an appointment today, and Glinda had to be her driver to bring her home. So, anyways, we'll be back next week together. But today, I have Scott from Canada. Oh, Canada. Scott with Rambling with the Brooms here today. So, Scott, let me ask you a question.
Yep.
Uh, on the cruise, have you booked additional outings? Have you and your wife? Are you doing
Yes.
addition? What have you booked for the Alaskan
We've booked,
cruise?
actually, we're only going to book uh, one scheduled. Now, Debbie might, Debbie and Glenda, Angie, and I'm not sure, may go see a dog sledding operation.
Oh,
I
it,
have no inkling to go see it. Neither does Tony, and I don't think Sir Grace does either.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
So it, if we can get rid of the girls for the day, you never know what us boys are going to end up to.
Oh,
We have Puppers. He'll keep us in line.
oh, absolutely. I'll tell you
He,
what, you're gonna
you know,
well, you're gonna fall in love with puppers.
oh, I already do. Like,
Mhm. Yes,
whenever Glenda and I'll be chatting,
yes.
Hank will come over, or Puppers will pop his head up, and they sit there and they look at one another like, "Hey, you look a little like me."
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
So yeah, so they're already communicating.
Now, what is Hank going to go to? Will someone take care of Hank while you're gone?
Yes, he's going to go to doggy daycare for 10 days.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He is going to have a freaking blast.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
He loves these people.
Ah,
Uh, this lady, she used to work in X-ray with Debbie,
oh.
and she decided that her and her husband, boyfriend, whatever you want to say,
Mhm, mhm.
um, they bought a farm, started a kennel, and they've got livestock. They've got, they built this beautiful kennel. And I mean, whenever I say kennel,
Yes.
the dogs have their own chairs,
Oh,
their own couches. Oh, they're bougie dogs. Like, there's no laying on the floor at this kennel. They have couches, and they clean them regularly, and it's
right.
it's it's quite neat. Quite neat.
That is so good. That is so good.
So
Um,
yes, he will be off to doggy daycare for, like I said, about 10 days.
mhm,
8 to 10 days, depending on what transpires with the kids, and you know
mhm.
um and it's not cheap either. Like 10 days of doggy daycare. Damn, I wish I could have brought him on the cruise with me. It would have been cheaper.
Yeah, yeah.
um you're looking like $300 for a week.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah.
And we have to bring his a blanket for him to sleep on,
Mhm.
because
Right.
um
So he has
they
his own
want something. That's right, he has his own scent, he knows that's his,
Mhm.
and he has his own little area that whenever they close it up for the night, that's Hank's area.
Right.
And you know um so yeah, that's what he's going to do. um they would be able to figure me out really fast
Mhm, mhm,
if I was to call Hank a service dog,
mhm, mhm.
because Hank would jump on that ship and he wouldn't stop running. He'd be saying hello to everyone and giving kisses. And yeah,
Yes, yeah.
he's just the friendliest puppy that,
Oh,
but
they are because Ann had one.
yes.
And he was just the sweetest doggy also. Just precious.
Yeah.
She even had a birthday party for him when he turned 1 and he was just a precious dog. That's all we can say. I want to say good morning to Karma. Karma's in the house. Lewis
Hey,
Acre
Karma.
Farm. Yeah.
She just
She's
got home. She took Logan to work.
well, she's been playing with her kittens too.
Well, okay.
Okay. Yeah, she's been playing with the kittens. Wouldn't that be awesome to work at a zoo like Logan?
Yes, I would really enjoy the exotics.
I know. I know. That would be like just but
That
you
would
know
be
what?
right down my forte.
You know what though, Scott? You still in Logan's back of his mind, or probably in the front of his mind, he has to remember that these are wild animals. Even though you would get accustomed to them, we still
You
got to
know,
remember.
it is so scary to watch people around. They figure, oh well, we'll be over at the farm, and
Mhm,
like I've been away from the farm pretty much all spring because Rob's been working and blah blah blah.
mhm.
Um, it just one thing has led to another. But they see us, handling the bull or the heifers, and so they think they can just jump in the paddock, and it's like they will kill you. Our old bull. Hey, hey, hey,
Hey,
sissy.
yep, she's here.
Um, like our old bull, Barney, he weighed about 3,000 pounds. Well,
Ooh.
if he decides that he don't like you, there ain't nothing gonna stop him.
Right, right, right.
And you know, Barney, if he knew you, was so docile that you know, I just don't get the people, you know, people just it kind of throws me.
They take
I
chances.
know
Great.
I would never, you
Mm-mm,
know,
mm-mm.
like I grew up on the other side of farming, was more the crop side growing
Right,
up.
right, right.
And just like we have a mutual friend. Well, he jumped into the paddock with Rob and I last summer. And we're like, have you got a death wish?
Mm,
Because if you don't, you might want to get out quick. But if you do, you can stay exactly where you are. But
mhm.
yes, I know, eh, Jesse?
No,
She's
yeah,
she's such, oh my goodness, she's a slacker.
yeah, she's a slacker. Nah, she's running with her mom this morning. Ann
Uh,
had an appointment
listen,
and
just
she's
be
her driver.
just just because you know you're in there competing for the most favoritist aunt.
Yeah.
We Jesse and I'll call it as it is.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Let's see what she says that. All right. And she just had her snack too.
What'd you have, sissy?
Yeah. What you have? What's your snack? Mine was Ritz crackers and peanut butter. Oh boy, Jesse's stepping in it.
Oh boy, I don't know if I'm not even going down that path, buddy.
Scott, do you think this might endanger their live coming up Saturday, the 31st at 6
Well,
p.m. Eastern?
yeah, don't for hey. don't be promoting one without the other. You're forgetting about the one at 4:45 Eastern.
Yeah, the one that will both be there. That's right. Oh, looky there. Oh, no way. That's right. And then
Oh, come
and
on,
she comes back
cameraman.
with me. I sleep more.
Yeah, right. You ain't got time to sleep.
Listen to this one. Says it's talking about Ann. She held on to, I guess she was like, she's going too fast. I got her to the hospital safely. Great, great, great.
I've been in, Glenda's car, and I've been in,
Yep.
Jesse. They're pretty close to one another.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
both crazy.
Ah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Jesse's an amazing driver when
Oh,
he's not sightseeing.
oh,
You're
sure, sure.
supposed to
I think
drive,
he drives.
then sightsee, not vice versa, or upside down or differently. But
Oh,
he's still a good feller.
he is definitely. He and Lisa are just two of the most sweet, giving, wonderful people that I know. Uh,
Well, yes.
oh, look here, look here. Knock on wood.
Miss,
I've never gotten a speeding ticket. Yay! I'm
you
knocking
know
on
you're
wood.
gonna get one on the way home now, sissy. And I don't want to hear it.
Oh no! Oh no! Whoops! Here we go. Looky here. Oh, there's going to be some new things on the Doge wheel this week. You will be surprised. We will be, won't we, won't we, Scott?
No, probably not.
Now, see, for me, it's 6 p.m. Eastern time, and that's when I make sure that I have I like you say, we go live with Glinda, with Grace and Fire with Glinda goes live at 4:45, 4:45 Eastern,
Yep.
and we're there. And then we get a break to go to the restroom and get us a snack, get seated, what we need to do, and then it's not long till it's Jesse and Lisa.
Well, Glenda normally gives us about 10 minutes to freshen up, get yourself a new beverage,
Right, that's
and
right.
and then we go see Miss Lisa.
That's right. And oh, they they both look so good. They have both been on a new lifestyle change, both of them within the last year, and I tell you, they both look amazing. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's really, I know for their health that they feel better, and I have had a little setback with all these vacations, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue on. Why give up?
You know what? And that is an amazing analogy is, don't give up.
Don't
Just
give up.
because there's a little bump in the road, it
Right.
doesn't allow you to stop. You ride that bump out and then you keep on going.
That's what I'm doing. I'm trying. Look at, she's cheering. Hey, how can I lose? But now we have another big dinner on Sunday, but I'll just not be able to eat as much. I'll do the half plate or something. I'll still have a little bit of
Everything in limitation.
moderation, moderation.
Yep.
That's right. So anyways, I want to do one more thing before we go, because that's just something I do. I want to go over, I have a fly in my office. A fly. Can you believe that? Yep.
Oh, tell cameraman to get back into the living room.
He's going to have to get the fly. Oh, let me tell you what he did. He extended the fly swatter. So instead of it being like the handle like that, he's got it like you can't even see, about like that. It's really long. Ning, 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 ning. And so he needs to come in here after I go out and look up this fly in here. Today is there's some special birthdays today, Scott. There may be some special birthdays in chat or a loved one in chat that's going to have a birthday, but listen to this one. Somebody we've known for a long time. Gladys Knight is having her birthday today.
Oh,
Gladys
goodness
Knight
gracious,
and
old Gladys.
the Pips. Gladys Knight. Now, I know this name, but I'm not real sure. You have to help me. John Fogerty. He
John
is
Fogerty. Yeah, no, you're right.
music. He's into music. Elizabeth. Now, this is like Elizabeth Hasselbeck. Elizabeth Hasselbeck was be careful there, cameraman. I think she was on the
cameraman's on the go.
I think, yeah, he's got, well, I'll show you what he's got. And one more. This is from Duck Dynasty. Jep, J-E-P Robertson. Jep Robertson.
The baby.
Yes, the baby. And our sincere condolences go to the family of the Robinsons at the loss of their patriarch. I tell you what, he was a wonderful man, and I know he's going to be missed by everyone.
Okay, I must have missed something. Who passed?
Dad Robertson. Help me out. Hold
Bill?
on. Who?
Bill?
Right here. I just lost it. Let's see here.
Jesse, fact find that.
Yeah, I have it right here, and oh, come on now. Phil, good grief. How could I forget that name?
Well, that's what I just said. So yeah, Phil did pass. Okay.
Yes, he did. 79 years old. And he was diagnosed Scott, he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and I'm not sure if he had something else going, but he went very quickly, really, And Miss Kay, she's still living. Miss Kay, I'll be honest, 79 is not very old. I'm sorry. As I approach that in the next several years, I'm not going to give in and say that's old. I'm just not. Here's something. Do you know what this is, Scott?
Oh, yes, I do. That's the electric zapper.
He has the electric one he goes after, and I will show you his modified fly swatter. Okay. Normal.
Goodness gracious, is he gonna get the flies in Bubba's trailer in the next street?
Yeah, that's what this is for. Boom.
Don't you break it. Oh my goodness, you break his invention.
Hey.
Watch out.
Uh-oh. No, that's not a fly paddle. That's a white paddle. Electric. Woo. Where did he
That's
get
okay, that? Jesse. I want to see you come even within 5 feet of Miss Lisa with that.
You'll have to ask cameraman where he got that, Glinda.
You can get them at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just not
sure. Ace Hardware.
Yeah. This year, Scott, we have it's our fault. We need to paint. We have a carport, and it's got wood, and we really had wood bees this year. Yeah, really did. So he's been out there. They're very docile. Wood bees won't sting you necessarily. They're docile, but we can't have them eating our wood. So we're going to have to paint this before fall sets in. If we give it a coat of paint, they will not attack wood that has paint on it. So we're going to have to make sure that we get it, I mean, up underneath, around, wherever we can get cover wood. That's what we're going to need to do this year.
So they're
So,
carpenter bees.
yes, yes. Here we go. They've been all over their new run. She said the wood bees are terrible. Yeah. Here we go. Electric fly swatter, a 2-pack. Ooh, you could duel with someone. Zap, 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 zap.
Don't tell her that. She's going to give Sir Grace one and then run away.
Ooh. I don't know. I just know I watched a whole thing on YouTube about them, and yes, and we have a trap up. We have a wood bee or carpenter bee trap up in underneath the carport, and I don't think it's been as effective as we hoped it would be. So, did you just hear what I said, Scott? Would be.
Yeah, I did. I really did.
Did I just say that? A clothes hanger broke. So I used part of the wood and black Gorilla Tape and put them together. Yep. And you know what? I can't break it because it's Gorilla Tape, Scott. So you know what? I can
Well,
do
I
that.
think the gorilla might have. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Gorilla. Now, I was at the library, I was known for WD-40 and what's the other tape before Gorilla Tape came around?
Duct tape.
Duct tape. That's what I was known for at the library. I had my own can of WD-40 and I had duct tape. And if something came up in the library, yeah, yeah, I duct taped it or I WD-40'd it. Well, Scott,
Good.
huh?
I said, goodness gracious.
I know. And when I retired, I gave oh, when I retired, I handed it over to another girl. I did. I handed it over to someone. If you build a trap for carpenter bees, wouldn't they be smart enough, being carpenters, to take it down, asking
You
for a
think
friend?
so, Jesse? You think so?
Oh, I guess we've got 4 of them in that trap so far, but that's nothing compared to what we've seen. Yeah, like Sister Act. Laugh out loud. That's right. Scott, it's been so wonderful. I know we've got a few more minutes before we leave, and I so appreciate you being here and helping me. Um, I
I just
know
wish I had power.
I wish you had power also, but I guess with them changing out the transformers, at least when they bring them back after a while, you'll have power. Yes.
Well, either that or, they they're gonna cross wire everything and I'm gonna have one heck of a, you know, lightning storm
Yeah.
outside.
One of the, yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you, Glenda. Thank you. We rock. Go,
Of
go,
course we do.
Power Rangers. You're gonna go Power Rangers. Yes. Oh, oh, thank you, Jesse. Absolutely. And for those of you that are going to watch the replay, we thank you for being here. Make sure you smash that like button before you leave the replay. That would be grateful. We'd be grateful. Oh, Becky, we love you too. She's sending out. Yes, we love you too. I tell you what, Scott, do you have anything you want to say before we say goodbye to this great group of people?
No, no, we're under 90 days.
Ah, I wish we were going, but we're not able to. But I am thrilled beyond thrilled for all of you,
Get
all
get
34.
cameramen to get you a little boat and we'll pull you behind.
Oh, wouldn't that?
And Jesse'll throw pizzas at you. We'll
Oh,
make sure you're well fed.
hey, I like pizza. And can I, before we go, I have to tell you, since you brought up a little boat, I must tell you a story before we go. Is that okay, Scott?
I'm here for the day. I can't do
Okay.
nothing else.
Okay. When cameraman and I were in the military, in the Army, we met a couple. They were staying with the vice president in charge of brewing, widower, widower, and they were getting paid to be there on the weekends and during the evenings. There was a salary to stay with this lady, older lady, in her home. And then of course we still had our military pay, and all we did is stay there. Instead of staying in an apartment, we lived with her and her beautiful home. So when they decided they were going to move on, they asked cameraman and I if we'd like to stay with her. Sure, we went and met with her and her family, and that was great. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm excited for the chat, but I'll finish up my song, my story. So anyway, her house, the back of the house was glass in the TV room, and it faced Puget Sound, and we could see whales come up and huge cargo ships. You know, the ones that had all the flat. Well, she had a rowboat. She had a rowboat. And I said to cameraman, let's go in Puget Sound in the rowboat. And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, come on, please. So my good husband gets me and him in that rowboat. And you can see a storm coming. It's getting dark on the other side of Puget Sound. And then out here is open ocean. And he starts rowing, Scott, and I'm yelling at the top of my voice, row, row, row. And we finally got to the beach area, or I think we were about a quarter of a mile down from half a mile from where we started. And then we had to pick up that rowboat and get it back up to her dock. I never again asked him to do that. So I've had my experience in a little rowboat in ocean water, and it don't work.
Well,
Pizza.
got to make sure you don't have a storm coming in.
Oh, I am telling you. Look what Glinda did. Remember, she's a member for 9 months. And then look what she can we see that? She she donated, and I don't have Johnny, I don't have anybody to dance. I don't have anybody, but I tell you what I can do. Hold on. I know what I can do.
You're going to have to dance. Or
thank you, Glenda.
Glenda, really?
Absolutely. That's my girl.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Glenda. Thank you. We appreciate it. High five. High five. That's right. That's what what Glenda likes to do. She likes to high five. And then when Xander comes in, it's hiya, 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 hiya. Hiya, 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 hiya.
Very special.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Scott, thank you again. Now, if I can get us out of here Do you have confidence in me?
Oh, I can get us out.
Okay, well.
Hey, goodbye.
Oh, before we go, I want to thank our moderators too. Oh, mods, God bless you. We love you, appreciate you. Keep us you keep that you keep a your eye out for people.
Well,
And appreciate
it'll
it.
and that's what I keep saying about my moderators. It'll me to do the show,
Right.
and my moderators, Jesse, Glenda, I don't even, and I get bad because I really should be watching the chat more than what I do, but I have full moderators that they're going to look after that chat
Yes.
as me. If not, so, everybody has a job.
Yeah. Well, I
And
tell you what, we sure appreciate it.
yeah,
We last week we made Wendy from Hard Knock Farm. She is now a moderator, and I'll just look right here. There she is. There she is, and we appreciate that she became. Whoops. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to get out of here. Well, anyway, Scott, I thank you very, very much for being here today. Everybody in chat, we love you. God bless you. And we will see you. Hopefully, I'll see you with Ann next week. And a big shout out to all of you for coming in. Thank you. Thank you, Scott. Okay, here we go.
I know you can do it.